Crypto investing, you can see the Bitcoin continues to rally. We're sitting up here slightly on top of the orange fib or the blue fib circle, and you need to remain above that 41,284 to remain bullish, right? And you can see I put out an emergency tweet yesterday, or not a tweet, in our community. We got our little community tab, and I put gold chart very bullish. 12-year cup and handle about to break neckline. If breakout gets confirmed, retest of 1975 to 2000 support, $2,500 gold next, quick gap up. And you can see that was a phenomenal. We need to get more active on here in my community. You guys need to start communicating on here. But you can see that phenomenal tweet that I put out yesterday, 20 hours ago. And if you look at the gold chart right now, Bitcoin's pumped. We're going to get into that. But you can see the gold chart. It's very important. Look at where it dumped down to, right? It might not be done dumping yet, but it got right down into that 1975, right? Right here, we hit 1975 exactly on the dot. Right now, we're starting to bounce back up, but the ultimate lower support is down here at the neckline at about 1926, which is the 200-day moving average. So you could have one leg down more to go, which would be a 2.5%, 55% flush farther down, right? And that would be I think a bottom. And that would be, if it gets down there, it could reverse here and just hold on to a 100-day moving average and continue up. It's very possible. But the 200 days where they usually like to come, and if it gets down here, that is a chance to get into some mining stocks that have not taken off yet. I've actually added to my stack. I bought the dip on AEM. AEM pays a dividend, right? Let's get out of here. It pays a 2.6% yield. I got into that. I picked up $1,100 or $1,200 of it on the dip. I bought it at $60 or $58 and change, and now it's rebounding today a little bit. It still got downside possibility. I picked up $1,000 worth of pass. They pay a 1.75% dividend. So I've added to my stack. They were both down about, we'll say, 10 to 12% off the highs from yesterday this morning. So I figured that's a good opportunity on a quick flash drop to get an entry position on two stocks that I have not previously owned. So I'm in there, and I have left about $2,000 that I can put in if they continue to dip a little bit farther, that I have limit orders in for down the line if it comes down to the 200-day moving average with gold and silver. But I expect a quick snapback, and that's why I put that tweet up there, or that comment up there on my comment section. You guys need to start paying attention to that, because I have a lot of valuable information that I put on there at a glance. I got Telegram, but I'm just trying to figure out how to use all that. It's easy to put that on there on my phone now that I am a partner. They give me that option to on the go put that on there. But that's going to be a quick snapback, and that's why I put that out there, to keep you guys out ahead of the competition and what's going on with the market manipulation, right? As the Fed's going to come out in about 10 days, I believe they're going to raise rates once, a quarter basis point, and I believe they're going to say they're going to raise rates at their next meeting in 3 months after that, in April, May, June. But I think by the time you get to June, the stock market's going to be below 30,000, and the Fed's going to call off future rate hikes for the year to try to stabilize the stock market, but also having massive inflation at the same time, which is crippling them, right? So it's going to be a shit show, and I believe gold's going to respond appropriately this summer. Morning. Have a few days off?
No, I was working in the plant.
Oh, they put you in there?
Yeah.
Nah, tell them you want to be outside now. It's nice finally.
This week I'm going to be inside for a couple days too.
A couple days in the plant?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yep. So what we got going on here as I drive back into the plant, you have what you critically need to watch in this episode, or this quick show, before I gotta let you go, is your critical underneath support to continue this bull run is that blue ring just above the orange ring. That's your major area, but you need to hold the 41,284 ring, right? That's your critical support in Bitcoin. Take a snapshot of this right now. That's what you need to hold over, right? XRP, you're starting to pump now because you got over that 73-cent symmetrical triangle, and you need to hold the 200-day moving average right now in the short-term time frames to stay bullish, or you're going to come back to 74, 73 cents, and that's your major area to hold, because if you can't hold that, you flash drop down to about 62 cents, right? That was XRP. XLM, your major support is the 200-day, and that 17 cents is your major support. You got to hold that 17-cent dotted line. You've been doing that pretty good for several days now. You've been straddling, see it, but you're holding it. As long as you hold that, you can remain short-term bullish, right? And then as I let you go, Algo is the same thing. You need to hold about that 72 cents, right, to remain short-term bullish. And currently right now, everyone's been holding support nicely. So we're going to continue to try to do that. We'll keep an update on this, but the gold and silver bullion, if you're not in the mining sector and you haven't entered a position, the pullback right now is a perfect time to get in. I have added to my stack as I bought the dip, as I always do. Peace and love. Peace and love.